Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts. I'm Keith.
I'm Dustin.
He's Dustin.
Yep.
He's the bourbon guy. I'm the music guy.
Yep. We've been over this, but in case you don't know, I'm going to tell you a little bit about some bourbons, or today we actually have a rye.
I like rice.
You do like ryes. However, we'll get into that. So he's the music guy. He hears all the stuff in the song. He's teaching me stuff about the song that I don't hear. And y'all are teaching us about country music we'll react to. So today, we don't have a bourbon. We have a rye. It's very similar to a bourbon generally. It just means that
That's a turkey on that bottle.
It is a turkey. Like I said, you like ryes, right? Go ahead.
There's
Go
a
ahead.
turkey on that bottle.
Uh-huh. Yeah, go ahead. Tell the folks why you're having such a reaction to the turkey on the bottle.
All right.
We've been to the distillery.
So, I'm not a big fan of Wild Turkey. Now, that's not to I mean, I've run into an awful lot of people that absolutely love Wild Turkey.
It's true.
And I'm not saying they're wrong. Those people, if they like Wild Turkey, there is something about pretty much everything Wild Turkey puts out that has a similar flavor and a similar finish that sticks with you for a very long time. Now, some people like that flavor, that Wild Turkey aftertaste is what I call it.
You don't like the finish.
I'm not a fan.
That's what it is.
I'm really not a fan, but I have had some things from Wild Turkey, like one of those Russell Reserves.
Yep.
That was shocking to me.
And this is one I've not had. You just saw me undo it. I've seen a lot on some bourbon groups. People look for this one. I found it. This is like a $65 bottle. Hopefully we like it because it was expensive. I mean, for bourbon.
Well, I'll be able to tell you. I mean, if it's got that distinctive Wild Turkey thing, whatever that is,
Yep.
I'll be able to tell you. If you're a Wild Turkey fan, it's consistent with their flavor profile.
So just to recap, this is the Wild Turkey Rare Breed Barrel Proof Rye.
I do like ryes and I do like barrel proof, so
We're sitting at 112.2.
maybe Wild Turkey's going to show me something here. We'll see.
Jack Daniels did.
Jack Daniels blew my mind with their single barrels.
Right.
So our song to go with this is Craig Morgan's "The Father, My Son, the Holy Ghost."
Yeah, something like that. Sounds right.
I think that title's
We got
right.
several requests for this one.
This has been a popular request. You guys have wanted to see this one for a while, so we're going to check it out. Check out a little bit of Wild Turkey, and without further ado,
It's got an interesting, pretty good nose. Let's see what this song's about.
doesn't smell like Wild Turkey.
I know. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Templar Night.
Lights are shining bright as always downtown on the road. I have friends that come from out of town asking me to go. They say there's so much going on. Why don't you come along and show us around? I tell them Karen's not feeling well, so I probably shouldn't go out. Besides, I've got a fixed list of things I need to do around the house. Then I hang up the phone, turn the radio back on, and sit back down. I know my boy ain't here, but he ain't gone. In the mornings I wake up, give her a kiss, head to the kitchen.
Okay. That was a very spiritual song.
Yeah. Man, country music writes about some shit that'll hit you in the feels.
It's true.
I mean,
It's got the story.
you know I've seen parents that lost kids, man, and that you really can't describe that impact. I can't begin to imagine it.
Mm. We both got kids. I mean,
Yeah,
we don't want to ever think about that.
but so this is a very powerfully sung song.
Yeah, you could definitely tell he's got. He's.
He's got to have some connection to this,
It seems like it.
either personally or somebody close to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's pouring it all into it.
Yeah, he did a great job of it. What's interesting too is musically, behind him,
Mm-hmm.
there really wasn't a lot there.
Nope.
I mean, some of those drums actually sounded like synth. They actually sounded so synthetic to me that I was wondering if they were coming off of like a keyboard.
Right.
Later in the song, some of the cymbal clashes and stuff sounded more realistic. But as far as the music behind him, that was not a musical masterpiece. This dude carried that song
True.
with his voice and the emotion behind it.
True. And to me, it was more about the emotion. He had a few tools in his toolbox, but I wouldn't say he was not Martina McBride level,
I don't
right?
think
I mean, that's a high
many
bar.
are.
That's a high bar. Yeah, you're right. I just set the bar over here.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, he's good, I think. But what made the song enjoyable was you could tell there was emotion in it.
So it sounded genuine,
Exactly.
and that matters.
True.
Like the kind of we listened to more of a fun song about a girl talking about all the chicks her dude was banging, and she's just kind of laughing about it. Yeah, I mean, and clearly there was not intended to be emotion in that. It was supposed to be a poppy fun song, and so it fell a little flat to me.
Yeah.
This, clearly is intended to have the emotion and clearly drove it through quite well.
True.
So,
Definitely.
tell me what you think about this not bourbon.
So, I remember a long time ago when I had Wild Turkey 101 for the first time. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's hot. Now, 101's not really that hot compared to what we enjoy, right? 101, 100 and up, we're like, yeah, let's go. This has that same, oh my God, burn. Like, it hit me in the back of the throat, and I was like, yep, that's Wild Turkey.
That's the weirdest thing. It's the only place I'm getting the burn is in the back of
your
my throat.
Yeah, that's not wrong. The palate, it's actually not. The palate's full of flavor.
It is. And it does have that signature Wild Turkey taste.
It definitely does.
Which means I'm not a fan.
Right.
But to me, this is drinkable because the rye whiskey flavors
Yep.
are smashing
That
Wild
Wild
Turkey taste.
You can if you know the Wild Turkey flavor, you'll know what we're talking about.
It's there.
You would be able to identify this easily in a blind test that it's
I
Wild
think
Turkey.
so, yeah.
Because it's Wild Turkey. But there is so much flavor in this glass. I don't want to go pour it out.
No.
Which is, I don't say that lightly. I went to Wild Turkey. I've gone on their tour. I've seen their distillery. I've had their tasting. I was left wanting after the tasting. I was like,
I came out of the distillery not wanting to ever buy a bottle of Wild Turkey.
you did take one home,
I did.
but
The worst one.
you clean your coffee maker with that, right?
I'm not going to tell you what I do with it. They don't need to know.
All right. So, decent, not bourbon. Surprisingly.
This is drinkable to me, but it's going to be drinkable in a situation where I really want to know I'm drinking something.
Yeah.
Because This it's not smooth, and with a rye that's often intentional, right? And I like ryes, which is it's the rye that makes this drinkable to me. But it would be on a night where I want to be very aware that I'm drinking something.
It's got so with that in mind, this would be a great bourbon, or not bourbon, after you've been drinking for a little while.
And you want to get yourself in trouble.
No, maybe.
It tastes like water.
But no, this would remind you that it doesn't taste like water.
Yeah, I would say that's true.
Yeah, because you'd be like, oh, wait, I am drinking alcohol. Oops.
Yeah, slow
Nom,
down.
nom, nom, nom.
Yeah, so this will slow you down just by the pepper. And,
It's got a ton of that.
And the proof burn.
Yeah, it's got a ton of pepper, a ton of proof. There's a hint of sweetness on the front of the palate.
Just for a flash, though, then
Yeah,
it's gone.
it's totally gone. It goes directly into that wild turkey. I call it wild turkey pepper.
Yeah.
Because they have got like almost like a black pepper is their signature flavor in all, to me at least, in all of their whiskeys.
Yeah.
And then it goes into that rye pepper.
Yeah, that's a pretty good description of what I'm getting. So, hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, mash the like button, click the little bell so you get notifications when we have videos drop.
Yep.
Get into the comments. Tell us what country music we need to listen to.
Yep.
And tell us what bourbons we need to drink.
Definitely. I mean, we're going through several of them. You send us bourbon.
If you send us a bourbon, your song request goes to the front of the list.
Yeah, generally we go by request numbers. Like if we see a song that y'all have requested several times, we're gonna do it, right? Because we know you want to hear it. But if you send us bourbon, you
go to
skip the
front.
line.
You skip the line.
It's the fast pass.
It is. It's the Bourbon Country Reacts Fast Pass. Send us a bottle, you go to the front.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, guys. Till next time.